Ron Paul's very dedicated supporters.
Just bang.
We just have 10 minutes this morning. It's a fairly informal discussion. We'll just kind of remind ourselves what's going to happen, who we're going to be talking to, and where they are, and what Chris has been up to and what he's doing. So, of course, this is where Chris is going to be calling us from, right here, the International Space Station. It's the size of a football field, and the astronauts live and work in these tin cans.
Because I feel that maybe we might be repeating a lot of the same mistakes we did when the original Star Trek came out. Some of the shows are dangerous. They're actually dangerous to do. And maybe we don't have a space program really anymore. We don't have a Star Trek really on the screen.
There's something, it doesn't have to be totally logical or real, because it's space and it's the future, for God's sake, so we're not going to worry about that. But it just was the idea that here's this bad guy, the first movie, parking this ship, which is as big as a planet, as a small little, in the atmosphere of these different planets, and dropping a drill through the atmosphere, and is drilling into the center of the planet for a long time, and they put the little drop of what they to blow up the planet, and whatever it was. Whatever. And isn't somebody going to go, wow, maybe we should stop them from that? We have rockets, we have, this is the future, we're on Vulcan, we're on Earth, and people are just going, huh? A drill in the middle of our planet. Oh, that can't be good. What do you think? I don't know. What do you? And it's like they didn't do anything.
Hi, Brad. You know how cute I always thought you were.
Oh, wait just a minute. Doesn't anybody knock anymore?
Because I feel that maybe we might be repeating a lot of the same mistakes we did when the original Star Trek came out. Some of the shows are dangerous. They're actually dangerous to do. And maybe we don't have a space program really anymore. We don't have a Star Trek really on the screen.
Thanks for having me. All right, so thank you very much for having me. Look forward to talking about the SpaceX Mars architecture, and what I really want to try to achieve here is to make Mars seem possible, make it seem as though it's something that we can do.
And some things are really worth directing your life towards and putting your life on the line for. Let me just say, between the real life exploits of the first astronauts and the visually fantasized and enlivened ones like you portrayed on Star Trek and so many other people have in literature, they inspire people like me to do things like this. And without that inspiration, and then without the technological capability that comes along with it, none of it would be possible. And I'm in a position to say that the risks are infinitely worthwhile when you look at the view that's just out these windows behind me and the things that lie just beyond. And yes, going to Mars is inevitable, just as sailing across the Atlantic or flying across the Atlantic or orbiting around the world or going to the moon. It's just a matter of when we figure out how. We put ourselves together enough. We take those visualized dreams and fantasies and turn them into reality, which is what we're doing here right now.
You have many degrees in mechanical engineering, and you must see the universe in terms of how extraordinary a mechanical engineering feat that is, and how mystifying it is because we know nothing. Do you find yourself in the space station observing, as a scientist, a part of it, removed from it, or are you able to see the unifying parts of it so that you become at one with the universe?
Luckily, I think, Bill, the answer is both. Most people, the highest they ever get is maybe to climb a tall hill or climb a mountain and look around, or even get in an airplane and start to see what lies beyond the normal two dimensions, the surface of the world of normal life. To have the opportunity to get as far away as we are here, and not only that, but to go around the world every 90 minutes. And you never saw it on stage while you were filming, but the view that they used to put in for us watching Star Trek of how the world looks out of Sulu and Chekhov's windows there, that's how the world looks. It's an enormous, wonderful, rolling earth below us. But all you have to do is flip yourself upside down, and suddenly the rest of the universe is right there at your feet, below you. And that's where the engineer in me, of course, is very much thinking about the ship and how we got here and the problems and the difficulties. But the human within me recognizes what we are in between. We've gone from climbing a hill, getting in an airplane, to now actually being right on the cusp of permanently leaving our planet, to everything else that exists. And I feel hugely connected to that. It's what was inspired in me as a kid, and I've kind of directed my whole life. I became an engineer and a fighter pilot and a test pilot to try and gain the skills to maybe someday do this. And now I'm doing my absolute best to help people see that, to help us understand where we are kind of philosophically and historically in our increased human understanding of where we do lie in the universe.
Right.
Those are great big words for a lab technician on a space station.
So, to the future.
To the future.
Because I feel that maybe we might be repeating a lot of the same mistakes we did when the original Star Trek came out. Some of the shows are dangerous. They're actually dangerous to do. And maybe we don't have a space program really anymore. We don't have a Star Trek really on the screen.
We have reached a landmark settlement with the nation's largest bank.
Hi, Brad. You know how cute I always thought you were.